Hello, Dad Spare Change. How are you today? You're having a wonderful day. Hello, Rob Winslow. Good to see you. A fine Monday afternoon. I've got just enough time before Grammy gets home to pop a stream out here of some $1 bills. I'm going to search some $1 bills, some more teller straps, and see what goodness we could find. Oh, I got a lot of $1 bills. I got a lot of searching to do the next 3 days. Hello, Shell Bell. Good to see you. Hope you all are well. I'm having some YouTube problems today, so I'm glad this is working because the YouTube studio is having all sorts of issues today. Hello, Christopher Ty. Doing well for a Monday afternoon. That's good. That's good. I still have not opened it, Rob, but it is right here. It is right there. Right there, but I haven't opened it. It's right on top of my AppMex packages I haven't opened. But I do plan to open it. I do plan to open it. Hello, Walker Magnet. Hello, Richard B. Good to see you all. Hello, Copper Owl. Yeah, the currency family as well. We're going to do some currency today. We are going to open some currency. I'm not sure what's going to work and what's not going to work today because the YouTube's messed up, StreamBot's messed up. We're just going to have to see. But what we're going to do is, what I ought to do. I ought to put it right there. Give me a second here. Let's see. Oh, it's going to make me crash. Maybe it won't do it. Maybe it won't do it. If I crash, I'll be right back. It's going to crash. All right, did you notice I was gone? They're both messed up right now. It just crashed me. It just crashed me, but I'm back. So we will see. We just have to see what's going to happen. We're just going to have to see what's going to happen. It was a short crash. I recovered it, but it was a crash nonetheless. Well, let's just, when you're going to crash, you might as well get on with streaming. If I would grab my light in a manner that, that's pretty good. I like that. We're going to be searching dollar bills, $1 bills, looking for serial numbers that are fancier than others. Hello, Chris Helms. I might have said that already. Birthday note on top. These are ones I found in the last 2 weeks. So I just want to show some examples of what we're looking for in case there's any new folks that are in here. That is a birthday note, July 17th, 2019. That is the kind of bill we're looking for because birthday notes are going for $10 to $20 on eBay right now. That one's too good to cover. It's the second one. Star notes. We're looking for star notes. This serial number in and of itself isn't that fancy, but the fact it's got a star at the end instead of another letter, these things are going for double face value minimum on eBay right now for $1 star notes, so we're looking for those as well. You know what I think? I think we should just go ahead and hunt. That's what I think. Hello, Cliff Douglas. Welcome. I am lucky number 7. All right, Chris, maybe that will bring us some luck. I have teller straps that I got from one of my main banks. These are straps of $100 bills that the tellers have put together out of dollars that have come into the bank. So who knows if they have been picked through, plucked through, what we're going to find. I also have a bunch of notes that are from the Federal Reserve, which come from banks. So who knows? I do know that these are going to be in 3,000 different directions, so I'm going to sort them out. KS, what you can find here is we're going to search a bunch of $1 bills, and we are going to look for fancy serial numbers that are worth more than the face value of the $1 bill. We're going to search 500 of them. If we find some that have more value than the $1 bill, we can go buy our own beef. That's what we can do. Except I have alpha-gal and I'm allergic to red meat, but that's another issue. It really stinks. Woohoo! Congratulations! I could use the help, woohoo. So glad you're here, my friend, and congratulations on that for matching. That is awesome. I thought you were going to say you matched and you won either the Powerball or the Mega Millions. That'd be a really nice match to have right now. You'd probably need a psychiatrist with all that money to manage, I'm telling you. But what a great problem to have. Keep telling all these stories about the people that win $100 million or $50 million and they're broke in 6 months. I would not do that. I promise I will not do that. I hope they had fun along the ride. That's what I hope. I am currently sorting out, well, not sorting out, I'm putting the bills in the right order so I can search them. I am putting the bills in the right order so that I can search them in a convenient way. We're going to search at least 500. It's Monday, so Grammy probably won't be home till 6:30. So we got some time. I got shipping done today. Everything from the auction has been paid for and all the donators have been shipped out. Tomorrow is take the coins back to the bank day, my least favorite day of the week. But I must do it because I have new ones to pick up on Wednesday. Man, these are going 10 million different directions. Maybe that'll be lucky. Maybe that will be lucky. We're doing the new vertical format for this stream. I think it works well for $1 bills. Not sure how well it works for coins. It's okay, but for $1 bills, I think it is plenty fine. You can see everything you need to see. I can see everything I need to see and usually keep it on the screen. So that's a good thing. And hopefully, depending on how bad YouTube's messed up today, we'll have a few new people come in and be able to introduce coin hunting to them for the great hobby that it is and dollar bill searches. I have finally completed. The stack is like double what it was in height, but I have completed getting it organized. Let's get started. Let me raise that up just a little bit. I am going to... Awesome, Brian Henniger. We'll have to be rooting for Brian. I'm going to be looking for fancy serial numbers, star notes up here. I'm going to be looking for dates prior to 2000 down here. We're going to be making sure that green seal is there and in the right place. And let's see what we can find today. We've been finding some cool stuff. I've fallen in love with serial number hunting. I still do more than my fair share of coin hunting. I'm hunting about 5 boxes of pennies a week, 2 or 3 boxes of nickels, 4 boxes of dimes. Doing a short video every day still on coin hunting. And doing our live streams every Wednesday at 8, every Friday at high noon, and every Saturday at 2 o'clock. What will we find today? Wednesday at 8 p.m. we are doing our triple play stream. where we do 500 $1 bills, then we do a box of dimes, then we do a box of half dollars. If anyone's interested, I do take donators for that stream. It is $75, and you get to keep all the fines out of the dollar bills, the dimes, and the half dollars. If we happen to find a star note in the dollar bills, a silver dime in the dime box, and a silver half dollar in the half dollar box, you win your choice of a Peace dollar or a Morgan dollar on top of getting to keep all those fines. So that's a chance. Hello GoPro Adventures, good to see you. Welcome back. Can I zoom out just a little? I can zoom out to right there. How's that, Shellbell? Is that better? We are hunting $1 bills, looking for fancy serial numbers, old dates, star notes, trinary notes, birthday notes. Anything that's worth more than face value is what I'm looking for. I am hunting teller straps today. They could be really good. They could be really bad. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Thank you for telling me, Shellbell. Always let me know if I can show it in a manner that you all can see it better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but not a ladder or broken ladder note, unfortunately. We're going to do at least 500 $1 bills. I've got 3,000 right now, so I'm going to have to do several streams on dollar bills to get through everything I bought this week. I went on Friday to one of my other banks and got 2,000 on top of the 3,000 I already had, thinking I was going to do a bunch of streams this weekend, and I didn't. So here we are. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We do put out a lot of content every week. Daily short videos on coin hunting. Live streams pretty much daily, but for sure Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., Fridays at high noon. Those two formats, we do a box of dimes, a box of half dollars, and 500 $1 bills. Today's format, we're just searching 500 $1 bills, looking for fancy serial numbers. Off to a very slow start. And on Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, we open 5 to 7 boxes of half dollars. Looking for silver. We got 28 streams in a row now that we have found silver on Saturdays. We do a short auction after the hunt on Saturdays. Saturday's kind of our family reunion day. VM, my topic is coin hunting and serial number searching. You might have just heard my spiel, but we put out daily videos on coin hunting, and we are now into serial number searching for dollar bills. Here's some examples of what I found in the last few weeks. 08942370, nothing real fancy about that, but this bill ends with a star, making this a star note. Star notes are replacement notes. The mint messed up when they were making a run of dollar bills, printing them, and they had to print some replacements. And when they do, they signify that with a star at the end of the note instead of a letter. These things are skyrocketing in value right now. They are worth at least double face value. And I know it's only $1, but where can you double your money that quickly? So we keep all star notes that we come across. This is probably the fanciest note we have found. This is called a radar, 15799751, because the number in and of itself reads the same front to back and back to front. But this is also a super radar because it starts with a B and it ends with a B, so the whole thing reads the same front to back, back to front. Palindrome radar note. This thing is worth quite a bit of money over face value. We found it recently. When I say we, I mean we, because I missed it. And people in the chat saw it. Coin Junkie AG, good to see you, my friend. Now you know, JM. Keep them from now on. Keep them. They're worth at least, if they're in decent shape, they're worth the double face value. Palindrome. Yeah. 2019 07-17. This is called a birth date note. 2019, July 17th. If July 17th of 2019 is the birth date of a son, grandson, granddaughter, niece, nephew, people are collecting birth date notes now, and these things are going for $10 to $20 on eBay. So if you find a good birth date note, man, you want to hang on to them. Excuse me for a second. Got a frog in my throat. This is called a trinary note, where only 3 numbers are used to make up the serial number, 5522, 5292, so only 2s, 5s, and 1 9. Called a trinary. If that 9 had been a 2 or a 5, that would be called a binary note, only having 2 numbers making up the serial number. Trinary notes are worth a little bit above face value, so I hang on to them. Binary notes are worth quite a bit above face value. I have yet to find one, but maybe today is the day. We also look for older notes. Found this last week, a 1969B. I don't find that many that are even under the year 2000. So a 1969B, that carries nice value above face value, especially when it's as nice a shape as that bill is. This bill's not in great shape, but look what it has. 5 7s in a row. 5 7s in a row. Well, thanks, Callie. Yeah, I took that off so I had more room to search my bills, so I'll try to do it audibly more often. I guess I can put it back on. We keep any bill with 4 of the same number in a row or more. This one with 5 7s, even though it's not in very good shape, has nice value to it, because 7s are considered fortunate in U.S. culture, and 7s are very popular for collectors right now. 8s are considered fortunate in Asian culture, and they are very popular right now as well. Those are the numbers you want to find. Let's get back to looking for star notes and better, shall we? And I'll show some more examples here in a while, but Callie, we're glad you're here. And I did take off my little chart. Maybe I should put my little chart back on and take off my scroll. Let's try that. Where's my little chart? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Is that it? That's it. Bring that back over here. Get my dollars up. Everybody can still see everything if I stay right there. My little chart's back on what we're looking for. All right. Searching for fancy serial numbers and older dates. Can I lower that down any? Can lower it down. Is it still showing up? I think it is. Not positive. May not be. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I got more room. You guys can see the examples. Looking for fancy serial numbers. Alright, you guys can see it. I can see it. I got my examples back up there. I lost my scroll, but that's okay. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing. It is our goal and mission to bring this hobby to more people. And what a great time to say that, because we've got a special find, a star note. 06672633. In and of itself, that serial number is not fancy. but when you have it the star at the end of it, it becomes fancy. This is a replacement note. It is very crispy and very good shape. These things are going for at least double face value right now on eBay. That's our first one of the day. What we do when we find a star note is we instantly go over. I used to hold this till the end of the stream, but then a lot of people wouldn't still be here for that, so we'll do it now. We go over to a website called mycurrencycollection.com where you can key in a found star note. We've got the $1 bill keyed in. Now this is a 2017 A series note. We're going to key in the star note. It starts with L 06672633 star. Most runs of star notes are 3.2 million. That's kind of the normal. We're looking for a number below 3.2 million. If it is below 3.2 million, this carries additional value. Let us see. Oh, it's a good one. It is a good one. Only 500,000 run size, you can see. And this little arrow down here shows whether it's less rare or more rare. That thing's all the way up in the heat zone in the orange. I think when you're in the orange, you can actually catch fire. And this is a crispy bill. So that means this one is going to have a higher value than just being a star note. So I am going to put it in a holder to make sure it doesn't occur any more damage to this bill than has already happened in its 7-year life. Let's go back to the main screen, but that's a good one. Only 4 million printed and only 500,000 printed on that run size. That's a good one. Silent Silver Stacker in the house. Well, we just had our first find and it's a good one. It is a star note with only a run size of 500,000, so we will be hanging on to that one for sure. Hello, Leon. Good to see you back. It is in a sleeve. It is in a sleeve, woohoo. It has been protected. That's a pretty good first find of the day, if I do say so myself. Looking for fancy serial numbers, old dates, star notes. Hopefully we find a little bit of all of them. We shall see what happens. Appreciate everyone in here watching. If you're in here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We put out a lot of content every week. We do a daily short video on coin hunting. And we're getting to the point we're pretty much doing daily live streams on either coin hunting or serial number searching for dollar bills. Our main live streams of the week, though, are on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central, Friday at noon Central. Both of those, we open a box of dimes, a box of $50, and we search 500 $1 bills. And then Saturdays is our family reunion stream that wanted to be a trinary, but it's not quite. 0306-9633, close. But on Saturdays, we open 5 to 7 boxes of $50. My grandsons help me. My 13 and 10-year-old grandsons are here for that. So that's always a good day. But please consider subscribing if you are here for the first time. We want to make more people aware of this great hobby, that you can hunt serial numbers on your dollar bills, make some money. You can find good coins out there that are still circulating. Even though they're not supposed to be, you can still find them. We are in our first strap of 100 $1 bills. We're going to do at least 500. We'll see how much time I end up having. And how many finds we have. If we have a ton of finds, you never know. Silent Silver Stacker, thanks for being here. There's a way future birthday note. 08/03/1995. Paul won't be around then. This carries no additional value right now, so we won't be hanging on to that. But had that been 08/03 of 2024, $10 to $20 value, that'd be nice to find. We're searching for fancy serial numbers, star notes, anything that carries a value above face value on a dollar bill. Older notes, we do find those occasionally. I will go through that bill is in sad shape. Somebody got hungry, done took a bite out of it. Still worth $1, but barely. Boy, 00370090, very close to a valuable note, but it's got 4 different numbers, so it's not. But if you're here for the first time, we'd ask you to consider subscribing. We do put out a lot of content every week, daily short videos on coin hunting. And we're getting to the point we're doing daily live streams on either coin hunting or dollar bill searches for fancy serial numbers. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. We would appreciate it. The grandsons have a goal of 10,000 subs by the year's end. We got a chance to do that. There is an older note, but it's not old enough for me to keep. It's a 1999. Some people do keep 1999s. I don't. If there's any of my regulars out there that would like me to keep 1999s for them, I would be willing to. You got to tell me quick, because that one is going away quickly. Just one bill left. All right, where's Andrew just subscribed? Andrew, thanks for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I know where Andrew is right now. We're glad to have you. We have an app that's supposed to show all the new subscribers. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you all, and I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it. But we do appreciate all of our subscribers, all of our members, our moderators. Here's what we're looking for, and here's some examples of what we have found recently. This is a star note. This is a dollar bill that we found. I get my dollar bills from the bank. They order them for me, or I go in and ask if I can buy teller straps of $1 bills. When you've got a star note, if it has a star at the end of the note instead of a letter, that means this is a replacement note. They messed up, they had some damage when they printed the run, and they make a replacement. Star notes right now have gone way up in value. They're bringing at least 2 times face value on eBay. So we make sure and hang on to all of those. This note right here is a really super cool note and contains a lot of value above face value. You just look at it, you really don't see anything. But you've got a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It uses 8 different numbers to make up the serial number, and that makes this what we call a broken ladder. And on this broken ladder, nice value above face value. If all those numbers had been in order, it would be called the ladder and have really good value. This is a note that I find very cool, 80, 70, 70, 80. It's only got 3 numbers in the bill, 8s, 7s, and 0s. It also repeats 80, 70, 70, 80. So we hang on to that. I'm sure that's worth more than $1. This is kind of a different note. It doesn't have a lot of value above face value, but a little bit. If you see that last 6, see how it's raised out of alignment with the rest of the serial number? That makes what we call a gas pump note or an odometer note. And we hang on to those because they do have a little value above face value, and I only keep them if it's an extreme example where they're raised pretty high. Another fancy serial number, 1717, 88, 88. So cool note there, 4 8s in a row. We keep any bill with at least 4 numbers in a row. This is called a quad repeater, or at least a repeater, not a quad repeater. 3042, 3042. That carries a nice value above face value as well. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe or consider subscribing at least. We put out a lot of content every week. Daily short videos, and now we're doing daily live streams, it seems like. Searching some dollar bill serial numbers, 4 5s in a row. We keep anything with 4 in a row. Hello, teacher. Good to see you. I haven't forgot about thunder. I just haven't got it done. Another palindrome. This is what we call a radar or palindrome. 9470-0749. These carry a nice value above face value as well, so we hang on to those. This is a note that's got a lot of stuff going for it. First off, it's got 5 5s in a row. Southard Cincy, thanks for subscribing. Sorry if I butchered your name, but welcome to the PasSpareTime family. So 5 5s in a row. It's also got a raised 3, which is a gas pump or an odometer note. It also only uses 3 numbers, 3s, 5s, and 9s, making it a trinary note. And if you look close, that very first 5 has more ink on it than the other 5s. That's an over-inked 5. So this note's got a bunch of stuff going for it and would carry a value above face value. Let me show one more note and then we'll get back to the search. This is called a birth date note. 2019, 0717, July 17th of 2019. If somebody, you have a child or a grandchild born on 7/17 of 2019, I've got their birth date note. These are going for $10 to $20 on eBay right now. Very, very collectible. So that's what we're doing today. Some days we'll search serial numbers. Some days we will search coins. We search pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars. You never know. Although you do know every Saturday at 2 o'clock we're going to be searching half dollars because that's our main live stream of the week. I am searching out this, sorting out this teller strap to get all the bills going back in the same direction because they're not. We only had one find in that first strap, but it was a very nice star note with a low print run. A quad repeater, it depends on the numbers and the condition, Sweet Exit, so I hate to quote it. And I hate to quote since eBay is the main source right now of pricing out fancy serial numbers. So it's best for you to go to eBay and do a search for quad repeaters and see what they're going for today. The nice ones that I saw recently, the quad repeaters, were going for $2 to $5 when I looked. But since eBay is subject to what people are willing to pay for it, I mean, all of these fancy serial numbers have been going up in value. I think it's going to hold. I think it's going to become and stay popular and even become more popular. But it's important to stay on top of the prices, and I have not looked today. But a quad repeater is definitely nice to find. If you would find, what you really want to find is a binary. Binaries are going for $10 and higher depending on the numbers and the condition. A solid note is going, if you get the same serial numbers, going for a lot of money. A ladder is going for a considerable amount of money if you get all the numbers in a row. I am currently not selling any of my finds on eBay, but a lot of people are. I do sell them occasionally at my auctions following our Saturday streams at 2 p.m. after we get done with our coin hunt. And I guarantee you that our price is a lot better than anything on eBay. Well, I guess that's up to what the bidders do, but they start out at a much better price. All right. Hello, Krish Bismuth. Good to see you. Sweet Exit. Good to see you. Welcome to our channel. Collector Invest. I've gotten done with 3 boxes of pennies. I hope you found some cool stuff, Collector Invest. Anyone that's here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We would appreciate it. I have searched $100 $1 bills. We are going to search $500 $1 bills looking for fancy serial numbers like the examples below, looking for older dates, looking for one with a misplaced green seal, which I haven't found yet. Y'all can search right along with me. I'm looking for any note that's a trinary, only uses 3 numbers to make up the bill. There's an older note. That is a 1995, I think. So I'm going to look on the back and check and see if it's like regular and has the plate number there or something else. That it might be a web note. Unfortunately, that is not a web note, but a 1995, 93, or 88A, you want to check and make sure they're not web notes. Web notes was a little different printing style, and they carry a little extra value because they didn't do very many of them. 3 4s in a row. We only keep anything with 4 of the same number in a row or more. Looking for a fancy serial number. Thank you, Belle. I appreciate that. We do have an app that's supposed to catch all the new subscribers. It's not working well today. I think it's under the weather. YouTube's a little under the weather today. YouTube Studio's not working well at all. 2s, 5s, and 8s, and a 4 to start, so not quite a trinary. Another future birth date note that has no value. May 2nd of the year 9620. I'm not going to be around long enough to see any benefit from that bill. So we'll send it back to the bank. We do keep any real low serial number bills as well. If it would start with 4 zeros, we would keep it. 5 zeros is even more valuable, but low serial number and high serial number notes are valuable. So we'd be happy to find those. There's another birth date note, not quite as far in the future, but still far enough I won't keep it. February 8th of the year 2096. Hudson might still be around, grandson Hudson age 13 in 2096, but not Paul, so I won't keep that one. We will ship it out. Hello to Todd. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, brother. We do put out a lot of content every week. We do daily short videos on coin hunting. Tonight's will be on a fancy penny I found, a wheat cent, older wheat cent. And I have an amazing find coming up soon on a short for a penny I found. Should I tell you all what it is and give you a preview just in case you missed the short? I don't know. But on our shorts, we will show off either pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, whatever our best finds of the week are. Silver, buffalo nickels, silver war nickels. Look, our second star note. Boom! Another star note. This is one of the things we look for. 9507540, not a fancy serial number, but it does have a star at the end. The star signifies this is a replacement note. When running this 2017 series of notes, they made some mistakes, so they needed to replace them with other bills. When they do that, they put a star at the end of the number instead of a letter. And right now, star notes are going for 2 times face value or more on eBay. We've got a website that we go to when we find a star note. It is called mycurrencycollection.com. mycurrencycollection.com. We looked up our first star note. It only had a run size of 500,000. Usually star notes have a run size of 3.2 million. That's what you come to expect. If you find something with less than 3.2 million, it carries a little extra value on top of being a star note. So let's look this one up. This is a 2017, not a 2017 A. So there you go, 3.2 million. That's the regular run size. And it's, you see this arrow over here is way down in the less rare. That doesn't take any value away from this star note, but it doesn't add any value to it by being more rare. But we're glad to have it. That is our second star note find of the day. Let's go back to the regular screen and keep up our search. You know, Blockers, I would agree with you, and I know technically the cents are American, but you know what it says on a box of cents in the United States? It says pennies. You know what it says on the wrapper? 50 cents of pennies. So I know that the hardcore coin collectors will always call 1 cent coins in the US cents. But I also find penny at being acceptable, and I hope that doesn't offend anyone. Because it is on the box, it is on the wrapper, and I called them pennies all my life before I found this hobby, so it's hard for me to get away from it. I go back and forth, Blockers on that. I go back and forth. Found a coin from Tunisia. I have found coins from all over the world in penny boxes. I don't specifically remember Tunisia, but I bet we have found cents from 30 or 40 different countries in a U.S. penny box. I know. It's a conundrum, Blockers. What you going to do? It's a conundrum. Guess I missed that one when I arranged them. We are looking for fancy serial numbers. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We'd appreciate that. Doesn't cost you anything. We do daily short videos on coin hunting or serial number searching on dollar bills. We're doing live streams right now almost every day of the week until I get tired. We guarantee that we're going to do live streams every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. because we call that one Coinsomniacs, and we run long for all the people out there like me that are coin hunters and have a hard time sleeping. Every Friday at high noon we have a stream, both times Central. On those two streams we start out with $501 bills and we search looking for fancy serial numbers. Then we search a box of dimes. Then we search a box of half dollars. We're looking for silver dimes in the dime box. We're looking for silver half dollars in the dollar box, but there's a lot more to find in a dollar box that have value above face. You can find proofs, miscellaneous coins, coins that were never intended for circulation, old silver, varieties and air coins. So we search for about all of it on Saturdays, and on those Monday and Friday streams we do one box. On Saturdays we do 5 to 7 boxes of half dollars, and my grandkids help me out. 13-year-old Hudson and 10-year-old Rhett, we gotta find. 4 6s in a row to start. Now, not everybody keeps quads 4 in a row. I do, because they're selling for more than face value on eBay. Some people really like 6s. That's got 4 in a row, so we will hang on to that note and call it a quad. It is a quad note, 4 6s in a row. We appreciate y'all coming in. There's another birthday note, again in the year 2900. Too far away for me to have any profit off of this one. July 17th, 2969. Still about 900 years away. We're going to let that one go back to the bank. Hope everyone has had a wonderful first day of the week. Some people will keep these. That 9 is over inked. They don't have much value above face value, and so unless I find an extreme example, I don't keep the over inked bills. We are on our second 100 out of 500 that we're going to search today. We've got 2 star notes and we have a quad so far. See what else we can find. Our first star note only had a print run of 500,000, so it has a pretty good value. I'm glad to see that one. Hello, Brian Jensen. Just shipped you a package today. Everyone that had a package or an auction that was paid for, all of your stuff went to the post office around noon, maybe 1 o'clock, and is on its way to you. Try to get my shipping done on Mondays. Sometimes it runs into Tuesdays. We do have an auction every Saturday following our $50 hunt. There's a trinary 363999963. Had it ended 363, that would have been better, but it only uses 3 6s and 9s. It's called a trinary. Ideally, we would keep a binary, which only use 2 numbers for the serial number, but trinaries are carrying above face value on eBay to sell, so I hang on to those as well. That's another good find for us today. Still looking for that really, really valuable find. I haven't found one worth over $100 yet, but they are out there. And this is the way you find them. I would give you 2 pieces of advice today. Elizabeth Garcia, if a bill has 4994, is it rare? Not in and of itself to just have 4994. If the other 4 numbers were also 4994, it would have value as a binary note, and a quad repeater would have a lot of value, but just the 4 numbers 4994 in and of itself does not carry extra value. What it means that it has a star, bring one of these back over here. Dollar bills are blowing away. What that means is that whenever the Federal Reserve was printing these notes, the notes, and this is the year 2017, they have a certain number that don't meet the spec. They misprint them, they're out of alignment, they're damaged. So they print replacement notes. And since they can't duplicate serial numbers, when they print replacement notes, they always end the serial number with a star instead of another letter. Like if you look at that one, that has an L at the start and an N at the back. So when you find a star note, you know you've found a replacement note. And these star notes right now, you know, things are worth what somebody will pay for it. And these have become collectible for some reason, and they're going for double face value on eBay right now. We also then looked them up on the website mycurrencycollection.com to see how many were run. If it's a number less than 3.2 million, it's a little more rare, and it contains even more value. So that's what the star means. So that's my 2 pieces of advice. Look at your change. I got a star note and change from Sonic in the last month that has worth more than face value. I also got a Buffalo nickel from Sonic back in change. So pay in cash and look at your change, because you may find something that paid for what you just bought. The other thing it will really do, prices are going up, y'all. They're going up big time. They have been for 3 years. It will help you face the reality of what you're actually paying for something. Nothing against McDonald's, but going through a McDonald's drive-thru and having a $20 bill due, make you reevaluate what you're spending your money on and if you think it's really worth it. And I'm not banging on McDonald's here. I like McDonald's just like anybody else, but prices have gone up, and not just at McDonald's, they have gone up everywhere. One good thing, you go to the bank and you buy 100 ones from them, the price has not increased. Still only $100 to buy 100 ones from the bank. You search them, there's a real old historical birth date, December 3rd of the year 149. I'm not familiar with that date, so we will let it go. But this, you find 2 or 3, 4, 5 things in a stack of $100 bills. Keep those, take the rest back to the bank, buy another set. Can be an inexpensive hobby. This is a great hobby to do with kids. We have finished our second strap. We've now finished 200 $1 bills. You can go to the bank and you can buy a box of pennies for $25. $25. You can search a box of pennies. There's hundreds of things to look for. If you just find and keep wheat cents, the worst wheat cent you're going to find is worth 4 cents. Any copper cent, which is 1981 or earlier, by the way, right now I am sorting my dollar bills so they all face the same direction. If you get a preview of one, don't tell me. I want to find it for the first time alive. It'd help if I laid them down the right way too. This will make the search go quicker and much easier on this old man's eyes. We average 7 to 10 wheat cents in a box of pennies. Yes, they're still out there in circulation. One of the penny, I found a penny this week. Well, I guess this is Monday now. I found a penny this weekend that's worth $15 or $20 out of a bank box. Crazy find. There are all kinds of errors and varieties you can check for. If you find a 1909 SVDB penny in any shape, it's going to be worth $1,000. There weren't very many of those minted, and there are not very many you're going to find, but people do find them. So not to ruin the short I have coming up, but in the next month, that short will play. And I found this weekend a 1909 VDB penny in good shape. VDB are the initials of the designer, and you don't find those very often. 1909 is the first year for Lincoln cents. And I dang near fell out of my chair when I flipped it over and saw the initials on it with my naked eye, not even needing the scope to see it. So, you want something to do with your kids? Your grandkids are coming over. You don't know how you're going to entertain your grandkids? Go buy you a box of pennies. Search them with the kids. The first time you search a box of pennies is going to take you 2 hours, even if there's 3 of you doing it. It's going to eat up 3 hours. The kids are either going to fall in love with it, and if you explain the treasure hunting aspect, my 13-year-old and 15-year-old grandsons have fallen in love with this hobby, and they have amassed quite the coin collection. No use for a name. I have some 1930 Buffalo nickels. I love Buffalo nickels. Hello, John Chum. Let me show you a Buffalo nickel. Is that a Buffalo nickel? That is a Buffalo nickel. You can still find these in circulation in rolls of nickels. This is a roll of nickels I have here. I hunt boxes of nickels each week. It has 50 $2 denomination rolls of nickels in it. And you can find what? You can find a Buffalo nickel. That's a Buffalo nickel, 1938, 1913 to 1938 is when they were minted. A Buffalo nickel in any kind of condition is worth at least 50 cents. And you could find a fancy one that's worth a lot more than that. Put that back over there, put that back up there. Let's continue our hunt. Some old dimes with a lady on them. That's a Merc dime. Now you're going to make me show you a Merc dime, huh? That is called a Mercury dime. When you find 1940s or earlier, where are my Merc dimes at? Maybe I won't show you a Mercury dime. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I can't find my mark dimes real quick. So I guess I'm not going to find your mark dime. You know, I just filled my mark dime tube just the other day. Oh, there they are. There they are. You can still find these occasionally in a box of dimes from the bank. That is Lady Liberty, looking good. That's from 1941. These dimes are 90% silver, and they carry over a $2 value right now, just in mint value, in silver value. So they are a very nice thing to find. Did you just get deja vu? You may have, Elizabeth. You may have. Dio Fazbear. You already said 4994. I may have. I'm not sure. If I said 4994 on one of my bills, it was because it had some other stuff to go with it. And you may want to hit the refresh button. You may be lagging a little bit. I do show the same examples from time to time of stuff I have found in the last few weeks. So it could be one of those that I showed. I don't know. We are now searching live a stack of $101 bills that I have not searched. Just got these from the bank on Friday. We do put out a lot of content every week. If you hang around long enough, Elizabeth, I'll say a lot of things more than once. We put out daily short videos about coin hunting, hunting pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, even half dollars. We're doing daily live videos recently where we're searching either coins or $1 bills, looking for fancy serial numbers like we're doing right now. So if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. I'm doing a penny box battle at 10:30 p.m. on YouTube. Collector Invest, that's awesome. Feel free to do !me, and you can list your link so that if anyone's interested, they can subscribe to you and see another channel that provides coin hunting content. Looking for fancy serial numbers, another future birth date, a little closer, 02/18/3768, February 18th of 3768. We won't hang on to that one. I'm not going to hang around that long. These are teller straps, so these are $1 bills that the tellers have put together from people bringing in ones to the bank over time. When they get 100, they strap them up. I bought $2,000 worth. You never know if it's a teller that's on top of their game. They may be plucking out the star notes and the fancy notes. You never know. You never know. Box and a half of US 1-cent coins that I know nothing about. Found them going to Canadian boxes. Interesting. Well, you can certainly look up their values if you want by going to pcgs.com, clicking on the price guide, going to the cents. Ooh, a closer birthday note, July 2nd, 2392, and then looking them up by year, you can get an idea if you have any that have a good value, are more rare. That's the site I use to price coins. Remember though, on PCGS, it's high retail that they're pricing them at. We've got another star note, which means I want to see some stars from my members. Hello, Savito! Just in time, you brought me some luck. we've got a star note from 2017A, 06434867. Nothing fancy about the serial number, but the star note does indicate that this is printed as a replacement note for some damaged or misprinted bills. That is, instead of having a second letter at the end, it always has a star. This is a crispy one in really good shape. Those are carrying at least double face value right now on eBay. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go to a website and I'll show you along with me. I'm going to go to mycurrencycollection.com. This is where you can look up your star notes. You put in the $1, then you put in the 2017A in this case, and you put in the full serial number, including any letters. This one has a G to start. G0643 4867. What we're going to be looking for when I hit the button here is anything with a serial number with a print run of under 3.2 million, because the normal is 3.2 million. Oh, we've got another good one. This one has a print run of only 500,000. And if you look at the little run size down here of 500,000, it's less rare all the way at the left. Our little arrow is over here in the orange heat zone. That one is getting its very own sleeve to stay in the same condition it is right now, because that one having a shorter print run will most likely bring more value because it is a little more rare. So that one is sleeved up. Sleeved up. That's our second star note that's had a short run. You gotta like that. Penny box battles we love to do. We like nickel box battles even better. We've assigned a point system to nickels, and Hudson and I will do nickel box battles. If you go to our catalog of videos, we have a lot of nickel box battles out there that we have done. Find a Buffalo nickels, war nickels. We consider anything a good find that's 1959 or before. Any proof nickel, which we don't find very many of. Any air nickels that we find, there are several varieties to look for. We love hunting nickels and doing the nickel box battles. Hudson usually beats me, my 13-year-old grandson. That's just the way it goes. Hey, if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We are searching through 500 $1 bills, looking for fancy serial numbers, older bills, error bills, and then looking them up to see how rare they are if we find any star notes. There's some examples of what we're looking for at the bottom of the screen. We do put out a lot of content every week. We do a daily short video on coins typically, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, or half dollars, showing some of our great finds that we find right out of rolls of coins, boxes of coins from the bank. You might want to make sure and turn on the bell notification if you subscribe as well, so that you know when we're releasing content. Not all content gets a notification, but some does. It'll help you find us when we go live. There's an older bill. That is a 1988. And if it was an 88A, we would check to make sure it wasn't a web note. But it's an 88. It's an older bill. It's not in great shape. I'm going to hang on to it for right now. If any one of my regulars is interested in older dollars, let me know. I would sell them to you at face value plus shipping after I get a bunch. And I'll probably eventually come across a bunch, as we're doing over 3,000 bills searched a week right now. We stream live every Saturday at 2 o'clock. It is our big stream of the week. Oh, nice. No use for a name. Yeah, a lot of errors in the quarters. Quarters and I are on a break right now because I'm not finding any silver quarters, like at all. And I'll occasionally find some new W's and some variety quarters, but over 80 boxes, I have found exactly 3 silver quarters. So we're not divorced, we're just on a break. This is the third strap of 100 bills. So searching our 300 here, and then we're going to do 200 more. We'll do a total of 500. Hayden George, thanks for subscribing and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. Easy for me to say, Hayden. There is an app that is supposed to capture every subscription. It is not doing that. I apologize. Thank you all who have subscribed in the past, and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. We are glad to have you. We want to introduce more people into this great hobby of coin hunting, dollar bill searching for the serial numbers. I believe that, when I go to coin shows, most of the people there are my age or older, which doesn't bode well for this hobby because I cannot live forever. It's true, I cannot. We need some younger people involved in this hobby. And I believe they're not, out of awareness and access. And we are trying to increase awareness by doing these streams daily and the daily short videos and the awareness, the access. First off, check your pocket change. Check your dollars, your $5, your $10. All of them might have a star note on it. You might get a Buffalo nickel and change like I did a couple months ago. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is pushing. We keep those. This one's not in very good shape, but I'll hang on to it anyway. 4 3s in a row. That's called a quad. If it had 8888, 3333, that would be a marvelous number because it would be a double quad. And it would also be a binary, only using 2 numbers for the serial number. But we will hang on to that one as it's 4 3s. And I like to keep any bill with 4 of a kind in a row or more. They carry a little value above face value. That one was not in great shape. Probably not worth much more than face value. Just got a few bills left in this strap, and then we'll be moving on to the 4th strap. That 8 is over inked. Some people would keep that. I've already got a bunch, so I'm not keeping any more right now unless I find a really extreme example of it. We have now searched 300 $1 bills. We've got 3 star notes. We do average 4 star notes. We do average over 1 star note a strap. I'm going to show you some examples now of things I have found in the last couple of months. I've only been doing this for 2 months. I've been hunting coins for about 4 years, but only fancy serial numbers for a couple months. This is what is called a birth date note. 2019 0717. July 17th of 2019. Someone that's going to be 5 years old here soon. These birth date notes are going for $10 to $20 of people or more wanting to get the note that has their birthday note on it or all the combinations of their birth date. And we do find those. They are highly collectible and they are worth well above face value. So you want to hang on to them. Thank you, Turtle. That's why I didn't know what it was, probably. You can make him go bye-bye if you'd like. This one has 7 sevens. It has 5 sevens in a row. 377, 777. Anything with 5 in a row is worth money. Specifically, 7s and 8s carry a nice value. Because they are the most sought after. 7s are considered fortunate in U.S. In America. and 8s are considered fortunate in Asia, so you want to find 7s and 8s. That bill's not in great shape, but that is a great serial number. We're looking for older bills. We found a 1969B earlier. Nothing special about the serial number, but just the fact it's still a crispy dollar bill from 1969 makes it carry more value above face value. 55225292, that's called a trinary. It only uses 3 different numbers to make up the serial number, 5s, 2s, and 9s, called a trinary. These are carrying value above face value. Not a lot, but they're carrying value above face value. Had that 9 been a 2 or a 5 and it only used 2 numbers for the serial number, binaries carry a very nice value above face value right now. This is a very fancy note. 15799751. Do you see what I see? It's a palindrome. 1579, 1579 reads the same front to back and back to front. This one is a super palindrome or super radar note because it has a B to start and a B to end. And just so you know, YouTube just asked me to run an ad and I said no. These carry a really good value above face value when it's a super like that. I actually missed this one in one of our hunts recently, and people in the channel found it because they trained me. This is a star note. We're always looking for star notes. Star notes are replacement notes for damaged or misprinted bills that the Fed has done, and they signify that by putting a star at the end. These things have become wildly collectible. This is a regular serial number, nothing fancy about it, but the star in and of itself makes this note worth at least double face value. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We would appreciate that. We do put out a bunch of content. This bill is crazy good. 5 5s right in the middle of the bill. Also only uses 3 numbers for the serial number, 5s, 3s, and a 9, making it a trinary. Also has a 3 that's raised out of alignment with the rest of the serial number, making it a gas pump or radar note. And also, if you look at the first 5, it is a little bit over inked. So that bill's got many things going for it and carries a value definitely above face value. Here's another palindrome we found, but not a super palindrome or super radar, a 94700749. Reads the same front to back. Carries a good value. I'll show you some more of our more recent finds in a little bit, but let's get on to the next strap of 100 and see if we can get some real recent finds. First thing I've got to do is get these all going in the same direction so they're easier for me to search and make for a more pleasant viewing experience for you. Yes, I could do this before the stream, but if I did, I might accidentally see a number that I'm going to find later, and I would just assume this be as authentic as possible and for me to see it at the same time you do. So that's why I wait till during the stream to sort these out. Somebody sent me a note the other day and said, why don't you do that beforehand? It's not really interesting watching you move $1 bills back and forth. I know it's not, but we do want to make sure that our hunts are as authentic as we can make them. I pick these up from the bank, I bring them back, I search them, and we see what we found at the same time. We don't record all of our hunts. Occasionally I'll get to do a hunt just for myself, and then typically we'll do something crazy like last time we did that. Hudson found a Liberty V nickel in his nickel roll when we weren't filming live. So we film as live as often as we can. We do 3 set live streams a week. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, Friday at high noon, and Saturday at 2 p.m. On Wednesdays and Fridays, we hunt $501 bills for serial numbers. We also hunt a box of dimes, looking for a silver dime. Then we hunt a box of half dollars, looking for silver half dollars, proofs, miscellaneous. There's a ton of good stuff you can find in the half-dollar box, air coins. All right, those are all going the same direction now. Yeah, 5x7 is pretty nice, huh, Block Blockus? Yep, I agree to Todd. And also, somebody made me aware, they're also called palindromes, I guess. Hello, Tommy John, good to see you. I was having trouble talking today. It is Monday. We are searching our fourth strap of $1 bills, looking for fancy serial numbers, like those radar notes. Almost a birthday note. If there are only 44 days in the month of August, that would be a birthday note. But alas, there is not. Almost a broken ladder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. If one of those sevens had been a 9 or a 1, we would have had a broken ladder note, and those carry a nice value above face. Star note, where's my stars, where's my stars? 0258, 0280, and a star, that means it's a replacement note, part of a series to reprinted to replace damaged or misprinted notes. We will now go over to mycurrencycollection.com, where we will look up the run size of this star note. This one is a 2017. Most star notes have a run size, a print size of 3.2 million. But if they have a run size of less than 3.2 million, it can increase their value. So we always check, and that's the site we go to, mycurrencycollection.com. Let's look for something under 3.2 million. 3.2 million. That's okay. That doesn't make it worth less. It just doesn't make it worth more. That is our fifth star note we found today. 2 of them have only had a run size of 500,000, which does make them worth more. There's my stars. Thank you for that. Hello, Betsy. On our Saturday streams, every Saturday we stream. We start at 2 p.m. Central. My grandsons and I, age 13 and 10, we hunt 5 to 7 boxes of half dollars. And during that stream, we give away, there's another future birthday note, July 10th of 2750. We're getting closer. We give away silver certificates a lot of the time. You don't know what a silver certificate is? It'd be one thing that would be awesome to find in this hunt. As a dollar bill that says silver certificate on the top. This one happens to be from 1957, S series, and says on it $1 in silver, payable to the bearer on demand. We usually give away 5 or 6 prizes in our Saturday streams. We'll give away coins. We'll give away fancy dollar bills. You never know what we're going to give away. When I figure out how to do a giveaway on this format, we will start giving away some of the finds that we have, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. And Streamlabs is not working well today. We do also stream live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and Fridays at high noon. Fridays and Wednesdays on our stream, we hunt 500 $1 bills. Then we hunt a box of dimes. Then we hunt a box of half dollars. We do accept donators on Wednesdays and Fridays if anyone's interested, where you can be the one I'm hunting for. It is $75, but you get to keep any star notes we find. Another future birthday note, 1223 64 14. You keep any star note we find. We're looking for silver dimes in the dime box. You keep any good finds there and any good finds out of the $50 box. If we happen to find a star note in the dollar search, a silver dime in the dime search, and a silver $50 in the $50 search, the donator gets their choice of a Morgan or Peace dollar. So that's kind of cool, and Michael Erickson did just that a couple weeks ago. We do have a donator for Friday, but we don't have a donator yet for Wednesday, and there's kind of been a waiting list for these. If we don't have a donator, we just go ahead and open them, and whatever I find, I get to keep. And that works too. We're in our fourth strap. There's a very heavily inked 8. Maybe worth a tiny bit above face value. Hello, Victoria Edmonds. Good to see you. Appreciate everyone that's watching with us on a Monday afternoon. Headed towards evening on the east, headed for afternoon on the west. If you're not subscribed, we'd ask you to consider subscribing. Another future birthday note, 0306 8038. Lots of future birthday notes. We need some more current ones. Billy did too, just subscribed. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family, Billy did too. We appreciate you. Our app is not catching every subscriber. I'm sorry about that. Nothing I can do to fix it. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I have notified them. It's a known problem, and they got their best people working on it, I guess. But we do appreciate everyone that is subscribed. Thank you very much. Got a lot of our long-term members in here. We've got people that have been members of our channel, which you can become a member for as little as 99 cents a month. They've been members for over 3 years of our channel, and that's just hard to believe. Shannon Smith in the house. Hey Shannon, if Treasure Hog can't come over and play on Saturday, the boys are on spring break and I'm going to need a co-host. He's supposed to let me know tomorrow if he can come play with me or not. If not, you're going to be receiving an emergency code to see if you can come find a Benji. Shannon does fill in. He's local here, and he will fill in as a co-host on our Saturday streams at times, and he has a track record of finding Benjamin Franklin 90% silver $50. He also has a track record of occasionally, there's a historical birthday note, 10/18 of the year 924. If we could move up to the current area, that'd be nice. Hello, Colleen Shade. Welcome. Another future birthday note, the year 8874. Keep finding those. Maybe we'll find something current. That'd be nice. Shellbell, I'm okay with that. Shannon, you can come either way. If you're not doing anything Saturday, pop over about 1:30 and help me out. We're going to open some boxes of halves and then do a little short auction that I got to put together. We got spots for 300s, 400s when the boys bring a friend. So Shannon, you're welcome to come. You know you're welcome to come anytime. But you can come search this Saturday if you'd like, Shannon, whether Treasure Hog comes or not. If he doesn't come, I definitely need you, or I got to recruit from farther away. I might have to call Ariel Arenado. We are fortunate to have several local people that are members of our channel, and that's nice. Didn't know them before we started doing this. We are searching $1 bills, looking for fancy serial numbers is what we're doing. A star note, a fancy serial number. We've already found 4 star notes today. All right, Shannon, I'll count on you. Come over 1:30 whenever you want to. I still have an auction item for you. And I think a gall, maybe. Don't know about the gall. I might have finally shipped that to you. You could be reunited with the auction item you won. Or I'll keep it for you for a while longer. Either way. I'm good with it. Shannon has always been a good helper of the channel. We really appreciate him. He helped me take coins back to the bank. That's an older note. 1993. That's one of the dates we checked for a web note. Unfortunately, it is not a web note. There's the plate note. If it was a web note, which means it was printed a little differently, it would have value, but that was not. I've actually found some older bills today out of these teller straps. That's a cool thing. Got just a few left in this strap. Well, we're getting more recent. 1889, January 5th. 1889, January 5th. That could be a grandparent's birth date or a parent's birth date. January 5th, 1889. I'm going to hang on to that one because that one possibly could have someone that it means something to right now. All right, that's the last bill of our first 400. That is our first 400. Bills have been searched. I now am going to take a little break, but while I am gone, I'm going to put down a fancy bill for you. A fancy bill for you to stare at while I'm gone. One of my favorites. And I shall be right back to do the last 100. All right. Thanks for letting me take a little break. I am back. We shall resume the search. Had that fat one. It is a sweet bill, isn't it, Shannon? We got our last 100 of the 500. What time is it? 5:15. This will probably be the last strap I do today. Probably be the last strap I do today. In it, well, on this string. It's conceivable. I got a bunch of ones to search. I may come back with another string tonight because I'm going to search them because I'm getting more on Wednesday. So I might as well search them live if I'm going to search them. It takes a little bit longer. Depending on how much I talk. Because believe it or not, when I search them for myself, I don't sit here and talk. I do say things like, oh, that was so close. If only that had been. We have two Shih Tzus that'll come in and hunt with me. Benji, the male, is in here now. He's just hanging in the back taking a little nap, though. He's not a ton of help. It's just more like moral support. And you know, we all need a little moral support from time to time. These are teller notes, or teller straps. The tellers put together from the ones that have come into the bank and they haven't been sent out. I also have some that I order directly from, my bank orders directly from the Federal Reserve. I haven't noticed a big difference in one having better finds than the other. We average over one star note per strap either way. The potential for less eyes to have been on them, if it's a teller strap, might have a slight advantage. But those tellers are pretty sharp. Maybe better to get a bunch of ones from Walmart or Dollar General or somewhere like that. All right, I got them all going the same direction. Let's get through the last 100 of the stream. Hey, how about a good one to start? 464-88-648. That's a trinary. That's a trinary. We hang on to that one because it only has 3 different numbers in the serial number. Well, right now, that one's worth more than $1, so we're going to hang on to it. As for future value of our country and monies, I have no idea. It is concerning, though. It is concerning, Angry. But we don't talk about politics on here. This is a nice respite from that. We are looking for fancy serial numbers. That's what we're looking for. Hey, there's a birthday note that's got some value. Check that one out, Shannon. Yeah, it was almost a radar a minute ago. Yeah, the one we found was almost a radar. 1984, May 29th of 1984 birthday note. And these things are going for $10 to $20 on the eBay right now. Anybody with a birth date, May 29th of 1984, that is a great birthday note to find right there. That thing has value well above face value. We will hang on to that. Yeah, that trinary was very, very close to a rate. Almost my mom's and day, not the year. I'm going to go through all of my birthday notes on the stream one day to see if I happen to have anybody's. I came with Shannon the other day. I came within 9 days of Hudson's. I found a 2010 0918, and Hudson is 0909 2010. So I came very close to popping Hudson's birthday note. How cool would that have been? Still a good note. Hudson's my 13-year-old grandson that hunts with me with my 10-year-old grandson as well on Saturdays, but they're on spring break coming up and they're not going to be here this Saturday. Future birthday note. So it looks like Shannon's going to come help me, and maybe Treasure Hog as well. They are my 2 most frequent co-hosts, fill-in co-hosts when the boys are gone. Always glad to have them. We'll be going for 29 streams in a row finding silver. The purple on this one, kind of pretty. No additional value. No additional value. Another future birthday note, 718 of 7223, and all crinkled. The dollar bills have a story, I am sure. If only they could talk and tell us where they've been, we might not want to know. Since I only started doing this a couple months ago and wasn't even aware of it till like a month or two before that, I wonder how many valuable fancy serial number dollar bills I have spent. Even more than that, I played so many video games in my life and fed so many quarters into video games. I wonder how many silver quarters I spent plugging it in, spend them at face value into a video game. Excuse me. Kind of makes me sad. Kind of makes me sad. But now that I'm aware, we search these dollar bills, looking for the fancy serial numbers, looking for anything that carries above face value to hang on to. Looking for star notes. Star notes are carrying double face value, at least right now, if it's a bill in decent shape. 086. Hey, we've got another trinary note. 0888, 0686. 8s, 1, 2 6s, and 1, 2 O's, zeros. That's another trinary note. We do hang on to those. Not everybody does, but I do, because they are going for above face value right now on eBay. Dollar bill serial numbers are I don't know how long a fad it will be, how long it will stick, but it's not like they're making more of these older bills to find these. But we're finding bills worth anywhere from double face value up to $20. I haven't found anything ultra expensive yet. But I'm guessing it's a matter of time before I find something really super special. We get lucky. It could happen anytime. If I do, I hope it happens live and we experience it together. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We do put out a lot of content every week. We do daily short videos featuring coin hunting, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars. We also have several live streams a week, almost daily right now, but for sure we do live streams every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. where we search $501 bills for fancy serial numbers. We open a box of dimes looking for silver dimes, and we open a box of half dollars looking for silver half dollars, proofs, miscellaneous, not intended for circulations. Ah, 2 7s. I thought we had a broken ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4. No 5, 6, 7, and another 7. 8 different numbers, not in numerical order. It's called a broken ladder, carries a nice value above face value. 8 different numbers in a row carries even a better value, considered to be called a ladder. I have not found a ladder yet. They're pretty rare, but they're out there. You know they're out there. I am also checking the date to see if we have any older dates or bills that I need to see if they were printed in the web note fashion. I'm looking for low serial numbers. Any number that starts with 4 zeros in a row I hang on to. That one only has 3. Very close to a good note. Two, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Wanted to be something, but it's not. Hello, Sloppy Stacks. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We are doing this format to try to introduce more people to this awesome treasure hunting aspect of the coin hunting and dollar bill serial number searching hobby. I go to coin shows and I see a bunch of people my age and older. Actually, it's one of the few places I can go and feel young. And we need more younger people involved in this hobby. It is a fun hobby. All you got to do to start is check your pocket change. You may have something of value. Check your bills for stars at the end. We just got a few left to search. But let me show you some of the examples of what we've found just in the last 2 months of doing this that have value above face value. I showed that one on my break, but 5 5s in a row, a 3 raised out of alignment with the serial number, a trinary because it only uses 3s, 9s, and 5s, and an over-inked 5. That one's got a nice value. There's one with a block of 4 5s in a row. We hang on to any bill with 4 in a row or more. This is called a repeater, 3042, 3042. I know, pretty creative naming, but this carries a value above face value as well. Abbott, yes, we found a really good birth date note. We found 2 star notes that only had runs of 500,000. We found some quads and some trinaries. Speaking of trinaries, this is one we found in the last 2 weeks. 1717, 4 8s in a row. Really cool bill. All of these I'm showing you right now are worth above face value. This one, not much above face value. That last 6 is raised out of alignment with the rest of the serial number. That is called a radar note or a gas pump note. And it does carry value above face value, but not a bunch. Love this note, 80, 70, 70, 80. That one's cool and has value. This is one of those broken ladders I thought we had a minute ago. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different numbers, not in consecutive order, numerical order, but on the bill to make up the serial number. That does carry a nice value above face value. So if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We do daily short videos. Right now we've been doing daily live streams as well. We'll do coins, we'll do bills, looking for fancy serial numbers. You may see us doing pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, looking for silver in the dimes, looking for silver in the nickels, or buffalo nickels, or any older nickels. Looking for wheat cents, or air coins, or Indian head cents in the wheat pennies. Silver in the half dollars, or proof, or miscellaneous coins. We're only missing the 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost a broken ladder. They're out there. Where do I get my coins and bills to search? I get them from banks. I have a relationship with several different banks. I go every week and they order coins for me. I order pennies, dimes, nickels, and half dollars every week. I also purchase from them, or they order for me from the Fed, dollar bills for me to search. It is a very inexpensive hobby to get into and a great hobby to introduce to kids. My 13 and 10-year-old grandsons have fallen in love with it. They hunt with me on every Saturday at 2 o'clock, except for this Saturday, because they're going to be on spring break out of town. So I'll bring in Shannon Smith and Treasure Hog to fill in, and we'll be going for our 29th stream in a row on a Saturday, finding silver. 5445, 5578. Boy, that wanted to be something. It wanted to be something. Just didn't. Another one that wanted to be something. 11881 to end. If that 6 wasn't there, we'd have a trinary. You've only got a couple bills here left to search. All right, that's going to wrap up 500. What time is it? It's only 5:30. Y'all want to see another strap? You want me to pluck out one more strap out of our Fed straps and see how it does? I'll do another 100 if y'all are interested. Y'all interested in seeing another $100 bill searched? I'll do another 100. I'll do another 100. I got 6 broken ladders. I got 2, Ron. That's awesome. Congrats on that. So, I've got, this one came directly from the Federal Reserve. Well, came from my bank. They ordered it from the Federal Reserve. You get 3,000 of those every week. I'm not exactly seeing a lot of people saying, more, Paul, more, search another 100. I'm going to do it anyway. I know you're secretly wanting me to search another 100. You're just having a hard time expressing it. That must be what it is. I'd like to find one more star note. I think we ended up with 4 or 5. We ended up with 5 star notes out of 5 straps. So close to our average of above 1 per strap. And Z prospectors in the house need to find my birthday. I did find a birthday a while ago. Found a couple birthday notes. I'm going to do a stream soon where I show off all the birthday notes I found to see if I have any that someone might be interested in. Vibin' Potato just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, Vibin' Potato, and welcome to the PasSpareTime family. I am sorting out my $1 bills that I got from the bank to all go in the same direction. Then I'm going to be searching this last 100. This will put us at 600 searched for the day for this hunt, and see if we can put together any more goodies. I'd certainly like to find at least one more star note. The very first time I searched $1,000 bills, I found 25 star notes, which is crazy. Little did I know then that from there on I would find maybe 10 to 15. I didn't know I was in the midst of my best ever strap, and maybe one day, or brick, maybe one day I'll find another 1,000 that are as good as those 1,000 were. We found consecutive serial number star notes that day. We've done that twice now. Those are nice and collectible. All right, I'm about to get them all organized here. There we go. Oops, I flipped one over. You have me looking at all my dollar bills now. Good, Ron. You're going to find some cool stuff. I am enjoying the heck out of this. Now, I love hunting coins. Don't get me wrong. But this is a nice break from hunting coins during the week to throw in some dollars to search. So here we go. This is our last 100. I promise. More. There's somebody finally said more. Thank you, Sloppy Stacks. That makes me feel better. It makes me feel better. If we find something in this live, it'll make me feel a lot better. Let's get a great find out of here. 1214, 1002. We'll find another old one. Maybe we'll find my first ever web note. That would be cool. If I find one, I'm going to actually look it up and see how much it's worth. April 9th of 6200. I'm going to have to wait a while for that one to come into prime. I don't know if it'll hang on that long. Yeah, we've been close to a broken ladder several times now. We can pop one of those again. Or turn the one over that 3 9s in a row. Close to a good bill. Jesse Kruckenberg in the house. Jesse, I just shipped you a package today. You and several others. I got all of my shipping done. Everyone that had. And Jesse, you got so lucky. I had got everything done. Everyone had paid, and all of the donators. And I was getting ready to leave to go to the bank, and I thought, I'm going to check 03020296. Close to a cool one. 6 more would have been 03020202, and I would have kept that for sure. I thought I'll check my email, make sure no one else paid. I don't have any messages. I checked my email, and there's a note that Jesse Kruckenberg has paid for his auction items 2 weeks early. So I grabbed yours, and I took it to the post office with me, and there was one other person that also had paid. So I got 2 more packages shipped off than I was going to. So yours went out today, Jesse. It will be there soon. So far, this is a Fed strap from the Federal Reserve, not a teller strap. So it could have begun its life as a teller strap. You never know. We don't have any finds yet. Had some close misses. Those two were hooked together. You don't really want to keep dollar bills that are hooked together. Chris Niederstadt. Somebody else could explain it better. In 1988, the A series, 1993, and 1995, they used a little different method of printing the reverse of the dollar bills. And on all dollar bills that aren't a web bill, they have a little number there that shows the plate that was used. If it's not if it is a web note, that number won't be there. That's how I know you find one. If I ever find one, I'm going to learn a lot more about it than I know right now. I know they carry a nice value above face value. I know they're rare. This is the only 3 years they make it, and most of those bills are no longer in circulation. But exactly what they did that made it a web note, I need to read up on, my friend. I don't know. I've only been doing bills a couple months, so I am still accumulating knowledge of this aspect of the coin and currency hobby. But I know I have some very knowledgeable people in the stream, like Shannon Smith could tell you in 2 seconds what is special about a web note, with more detail than I can. There's a birthday note. There's a birthday note. Andrew Hotchkiss just subscribed. Welcome to the PasSpareTime family, Andrew. Thanks for subscribing. All right, this is April 16th of 1976. April 16th, 1976. That is a birth date note. These things are going for $10 to $20 or more right now on eBay. Highly collectible. Here's one I found a little while ago. 1984, May 29th. People are paying big money to get their birth date note. They looked like rolls of toilet paper instead of sheets, I think, says Sloppy Stacks. Web press notes, that is. It was a different printing procedure where they printed the notes on a continuous roll of paper instead of sheets. There you go. Sloppy Stacks and Shannon Smith to the rescue. Thank you all. Hey, I did buy a sheet of dollar bills. I've got to open my box from AppMex, but I did buy a full sheet of dollar bills, or a sheet of 5 or 10 or whatever it is. I was wondering why my box was so big when it came, and I figured it out. It must be that. So it was expensive. It's interesting that they did it 3 different years. So I guess they must have been trying to make it work, or they bought enough materials that they needed to get through them. The only one I've ever seen was a $100 bill, and I did not hang on to it. My bank had saved it for me, thought I'd be so excited about a $100 bill web note, and I probably should have bought it because it does have premium value. But I didn't. Fella just can't have too many $100 bills sitting around in envelopes. I'm starting to get quite a little collection of $1 bills sitting around in envelopes. These are all facing the other way. Well, that birthday note is our only find so far out of this strap. All Things Silver, welcome. We're in our last 20 or 30 bills here of tonight's hunt, looking for fancy serial numbers. How fancy can we get? Or star notes, or old bills, or one that's obvious got a real big mistake on it. I haven't found any of those yet. Assuming I'll know it when I see it. For example, these 2 serial numbers, there's another serial number over here. It's supposed to match. I look at that real quick. So far, they've all matched. Oh, almost a birthday note. 0400 of 1981. Darn. Why couldn't that have been April 1st, April Fool's Day of 1981? And it's crispy. Very close to a birthday note. Some say birth date, some say birthday. I say birth date because it was the actual day and date. Come on, one more find. Just one more find. Hey, if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing. We are searching through $1 bills looking for fancy serial numbers right now. But we also do coin hunts throughout the week. We do live streams every Wednesday at 8 p.m., Fridays at high noon, and Saturdays at 2 p.m. where we hunt boxes of coins. Looking for goodies. On our Saturday streams, we have giveaways. You may want to hit that bell notification so you get notified when we got a little something going on. 2120-9912. If it wasn't for that 0, that would be a trinary. Only using 3 numbers, but as is, it's got 4. We would appreciate you subscribing. The boys have set a goal for us. Oh, very close to a low serial number. We keep anything that starts with 4 zeros, 3 zeros, and a 1, 19,985. That's a pretty low serial number. Just a couple bills left here. Get no star notes out of this strap, it looks like. And we are not. All right. I stretched it out to $600 and we still didn't find another star note. Oh well, that's okay. That is okay. We are going to wrap it up there. We did find some cool bills. We found a brick of quad of 3s, 4 9s in a row. We found a trinary with 0s, 8s, and 6s. A trinary with 4s, 6s, and 8s. There's another birthday note I kept. January 5th, 1889 birthday note to go with these 2 birthday notes. May 29th of 1984. And April 16th of 1976. Hoo-Boo's here. 13-year-old grandson Hudson checking in. Just got done with track. He's got his first meet tomorrow. Paul gets to go to Hudson's first track meet tomorrow of his life. That'll be exciting. Hudson, it's good to see you. He's Hoo-Boo. I'm just wrapping up a zip code that matches the either on that 00019,985. I hadn't thought about that, Sloppy Stacks. That would be good. Find my own zip code would be really cool. Here are the star notes we found today. 095075440 star. That is not a star note. That is a 4 6s in a row note that we found earlier. 025-80280 star notes. We only found 4 star notes. We found 2 good ones. 9400162A. Oh, I kept that because it's a 1988. Sloppy Stacks has become a member. Sloppy Stacks, thank you for becoming a member. No one told me they wanted me to keep the 1988s and older, so I may send that one back. These 2 star notes were awesome. The note in and of itself is nothing special, but this only had a run of 500,000 instead of 3.2 million, so that's a good one. And this one only had a run of 500,000, which makes it special, because the runs are usually 3.2 million. So those have a nice value above face value. So several good finds today. Renewed. Well, thank you, Sloppy Stacks. I appreciate that very, very much. Hey, thank you everybody for watching this afternoon. I appreciate it greatly. Thanks to all the new subs. Thanks for our members and people that were already subscribed for being here. And thanks to anyone that just popped in and watched. It's a fun hobby, coin hunting and checking bills, currency collecting as well. So hopefully we're introducing more people to this great hobby. You may see me late tonight on a Coinsomniac stream doing the same thing. Don't know yet. Possible tomorrow at the same time you could see me doing this. You'll definitely see me Wednesday night at 8 p.m. because that is Coinsomniacs. And if you're still here and you haven't hit that thumbs up button, it really helps me when you hit that thumbs up button as well. If you like what you watch, please hit that thumbs up button. But I'll definitely see you all Wednesday night at 8, if not before, because that's when Paul is going to have more spare time. See you tomorrow, Hudson. See the rest of you soon. Thanks, Callie.